think I have that set up properly. I don't really know. I can't really say that I care that much, but I'm going to ramble for a while just to see how I feel about it. Now, I'm sitting here, I'm out between Carrollton and Bowden, and just listen to a couple of helicopters go over. I don't really know what that's about, but it seems to be a pretty much a nightly thing. I guess I could be going to a relatively nearby military base, but they seem awful low. Not saying they're here for me or anything, don't get me wrong. But it just makes me think of just how little actual privacy I even have or anyone has at this point. I mean, and this is something that's really eaten at me for a while. And I feel like maybe I'm in a unique position to address. I spent the majority of my life, I suppose, if nothing else, socially, I was a liberal, definitely. I mean, probably, venturing more into the socialist or even communist realms, and yet at the same time, maintaining a sort of anarchist, libertarian. I don't know how I do these things. It's like a mental balancing act or something, like a tightrope. But anyway, I had this grand idea that like people could actually be good to each other and like kind and caring, and that we could be free to like share our ideas and feelings and whatnot about anything without fear of repercussion. We could learn as a culture from each other's different experiences and grow and move forward and evolve. And that just has not been the case at all. And then, in the American political spectrum, I never really felt at home or aligned with the Democrats or Republicans. Definitely more so the Democrats, because they gave off the appearance of being more open, more caring, more free. And the Republicans, we had this idea that, they were more repressive, or that they wanted to push their belief system on you and whatnot. Now, I'm not going to argue with these things as a general premise, but what I can say is that in the post-Trump era, I have observed more and more that the left, where I formerly saw myself aligned, has systematically done everything it can to censor voices of anyone outside of their spectrum. Now, this has not been necessarily driven by the Democratic Party or even the United States in general. It's really been more driven by a globalist agenda, primarily coming out of China at this point, it seems. China's treatment of Google and Apple specifically, and their treatment of what we would consider, extremely personal, sensitive data, as something that they can just store on their mainframes there in China and do with whatever they like. And, when you got Apple, virtue signaling over here, about how wonderful they are as far as human rights, and yet at the same time, Red China's saying, hey, we want this guy, we want this woman, we want these people, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're speaking out against the government, and Apple and Google and all these people just roll over and hand them the names. Okay, so this is the left, this is liberal, well, yeah, maybe so. And I'm not saying I'm completely falling in line with any kind of alt-right agenda. I'm certainly not in favor of most of what those people say, but I have to say that they're accurate. Particularly when you hear Jordan Peterson, somebody talk about socialism and postmodernism, he seems to be dead on the money. I mean, these people are more concerned about their identity as a group than as an individual. And if the group identity doesn't have any real meaning or purpose, what do you have then? Well, I don't know. I don't think they do either. That's the problem. And I've spent a lot of that past year when I haven't been working on music or whatever, and what I think of as like a sort of a YouTube university. I've looked at a ridiculous amount of, you know, vlogs, blogs, podcasts, various documentaries, of all different points of view. And what I'm seeing more and more is that, the people that are more aligned to the right are being pushed out. And that's because of this idea that if you're conservative, you're trying to push your religious agenda on the mainstream. I'm sure that's true for some. Is it true for all or most? I can't say. But what I can say is that the left, that my whole life told me they were protecting my freedoms. The ACLU, Amnesty International, all these, not at all. Not even close. Hitler killed a lot of people in the name of fascism. Mao Zedong, Joseph Stalin killed a lot in the name of communism. Is either one of those morally superior? I don't think so. Is the United States morally superior when we're pushing like a capitalist imperialist agenda? No. Murder's murder. You kill somebody in the name of your belief or your God or whatever. To me, that's wrong. That's evil. And I'm not here to judge you, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't try to tell me that you're the good guys and the other guys are the bad, when you're the one that's aligning yourself with millions, even perhaps billions of deaths. This is a very serious thing. It's something that has permeated the culture to the point of friggin' video games. Seriously, like, Luke Skywalker died for your sins, folks. And you need to understand what I'm saying here. Alright, well, it's just a test run. I'll be starting this here probably tomorrow on a more regular basis, and eventually work my way up to actually setting up the studio properly and having a few guests in about various topics and whatnot. But I just felt like saying some things, and I know they're probably not going to be popular or well received or even received at all, but it doesn't stop me from feeling better for having said them. So, peace.